So have a look on this question, size of int data type, and this question is related to C programming language. And I have given 4 choices, like one is 2 bytes, other one is 4 bytes, the third one is 8 bytes, and the last one is 1 byte. So I have posted this question in our WhatsApp group, and many people have answered this, and these are the results. 24 students has said that it occupies 2 bytes. 60 students said that it occupies 4 bytes, and 2 students said it's 8 bytes and one said it's 1 byte. So like 8 bytes is wrong and 1 byte is also wrong. Now the correct answer is 2 bytes and 4 bytes both. Now the doubt is, how could be 2 bytes and 4 bytes both? Two answers for this question. And few students has given explanation that, sir, it decided based upon the compiler what we are using. Some compilers allocates 4 bytes for int data type and some compilers allocates 2 bytes for int data type. So that's wrong actually. It's not based upon the compiler. Of course, compiler role plays very important role, but before you answer this question, you need to have knowledge of modifiers also. There are totally 5 modifiers are there in C language. The first one is signed, the next one is unsigned, next we have short, long and long. And these 5 modifiers will decide the size of a data type. So in traditional 16-bit compilers, whenever you use the data type int, simply the int, the traditional compilers, the 16-bit compilers, like if you are working on turbo compiler, turbo C IDE, then you'll get the answer as 2 bytes. But the same int data type, if you use it on a modern compiler like GNU GCC, means if you are executing program on C free or code blocks or dev C++, then you'll get answer as 4 bytes. Means by default, the traditional compilers, the 16-bit compilers, considers int as short type, but whereas the modern compilers considers int as long type. Is it clear? So don't worry, I'll give you the detailed explanation by writing the piece of code. So you can just have a look on the screen. I've opened 2 IDEs. One is a Turbo C IDE, which uses Borland compiler, and this is C free IDE, which I use on a regular basis, and GNU GCC compiler is used to execute this program. And you can see here the size of int, the same statement I have written, size of int. But when you run this program, I'll run this turbo compiler program, and you can observe the top left corner of the screen, you got result as 2. And now you run this program, you will get answer as 4. Observe clearly. Means it is the same piece of code, but it giving 2 different answers. So it is not the compiler, it is actually based upon the modifier. Means by default, traditional compilers considers int as short type. So if you write long int, here, then you will get answer as 4. You can just check it out. See here, you got 4. And if you write short here, then you will get answer as 2. You can just have a look. Is it clear? So it is not actually the compiler who is deciding the size of the data type. It is the modifier which is deciding the size of the data type. So all modern compilers by default considers, means if you don't write any modifier before the data type like short or long, then by default modern compiler considers int as the long type, but whereas in traditional compilers, 16-bit compilers, by default they considers int as short type. That's the reason we'll get 2 bytes here and 4 bytes here. So guys, let me know in the comments below this video that what is your opinion. I feel the question itself is wrong, and if at all if this question is asked in an interview, then the student should ask a reverse question to the interviewer saying that, sir, you are asking about int data type in respect of short int or long int. If it is short int, then it occupies 2 bytes, and if it is long int, then it occupies 4 bytes. Guys, you need to understand that every time you need not to answer a question. Sometimes for a question, you can counter another question also, like is it for short int or long int? Hope you got clarity on this question, and let me know your opinion in the comments below this video, because when I conduct an interview, then I am very clear. I won't ask like size of int. I ask very clearly like size of short int or long int. So this question itself is a confusing question, and both answers are correct, but I don't know, like while asking this question, with which sense the interviewer has asked this question. So those who have chosen 4 and 2 bytes, like 2 bytes and 4 bytes, both are correct according to me. Thank you so much, and see you in next very important tricky interview question. Bye bye and take care.